Thank you for the invitation. And thank you for letting me speak about my favorite topic, how the good winning combination between SMEs and science, or I mean DTU, is working well in Denmark, especially here at DTU. My name is Lars Visbech Sørensen. I'm the CEO of Food and Biocluster Denmark, and actually Christina is a member of the board. As well as Leif is also one of the board member. He has to leave. There's something going on regarding the energy sector right now. And also I'm here together with one of my colleagues, Heidi Dyrholm, and you can talk to her as well for the networking activities in the afternoon. Of course, I will tell some example of how the good winning combination work and what is good and what is not. And also, I will give you a short presentation about what Food and Bioclusters is all about, because in my opinion, also what we're doing in the ecosystem is a part of creating the good collaboration, and also to make sure that there will be the good collaboration will be commercialized afterwards. So, looking at our mission is to strengthen knowledge-based innovation and knowledge collaboration. Because that is actually what I'm going to talk about today. That's the first sentence in our mission, is how we can strengthen the collaboration between companies, in this case SMEs, and science, and make sure that the newest ideas, technology is going out to the businesses as fast and as easy as possible, so it can create value, it can create some of all the issues you have been talking about this morning for very good presentation, sustainability, climate changes, whatever. So that is actually what that is all about. In our strategy, we have 5 target groups. So SMEs is not the only one, and the science is not the second one as well. I mean, we have decided, or we have this triple helix point of view in our strategy, where we have companies, we have our public authorities, we have research as central partners, but also because this sector we have defined it's a little bit of lack of entrepreneurship. We have also decided that that is a main topic area for Food and Biocluster Denmark, as well as we have funding and investment as a central part in our strategy as well. Big numbers. We are a member-based organization, as Christina just said. We are 395 members. We would like to be more. But I mean, when we dig into our member base, we can see that almost 2/3 of our members are SMEs or startup companies. And that is also the structure for the food and bio sector, that we see a lot of small companies growing up, and then there's a few big ones. And the big ones are members, most of them are members in our organization as well. So we're happy about that as well. But also, this slide also shows some of our strength to create the good collaboration, because also, does that work? No, doesn't. No, also funding is essential for creating the good collaboration. And we are part of so many projects, also focused on exactly building up this collaboration between startups, SMEs, and universities, knowledge institutions. And also, I would like to mention that we are involved in a lot of international activities. That also means that we have market access to some of the ideas that will be developed in this good collaboration between science and companies. So we can ensure that the good ideas is growing and meeting the market at the right time. The main reason why many startup fail is that they don't have the market fit. That's reason number one, and that's something we are very aware of when we help startup and small companies. In our strategy also, we have defined 4 services, and that's actually here I see the good collaboration start. We are here today, and we often are part of events, conferences, and that's where companies and scientists meet. That's where the relations start. And if there's no relation, it's not possible to make the good collaboration. After the good collaboration, we often see that SMEs want to go into network activities, and we have a lot of network with different topics. And in those networks, they are networking together with scientists. They're working together with other companies, and they develop new ideas and create new ideas together. After that, we often see that, that they would like to go into more collaboration activities. And very often we see that companies, we can define that they have a challenge that can be solved together with science. And we are very aware of setting the right match so that the right science institute will match the right challenge for this company. But because that's also something you should emphasize to build up the right project. And also, I used to say that also we have a lot of meeting with the SMEs before they go into the start of this collaboration activities, because it's very important that we know what they want, and they are aware of the system that they're going into, and how they can create something commercial out of the project. Now I will give you a very short presentation of some few projects, and when I should decide to pick out some few projects, I saw in our CRM system that there was almost 100 projects actually between that we have been part of, where DTU was part of projects, and actually it was very hard to find some that was failed. So congrats, you are very good at making projects, and that's also the reputation you have in the system. Perhaps even the best university to collaborate with. Before you have an SME, you are often a startup. And also, as this presentation before this morning, we also make an idea competition every year. We see a lot of students. And every year, because I've been part of this system for 20 years, every year we see the DTU as a university where we see the most application for this competition. And I just picked this picture for this award. It was 2016. And the reason why I picked it was that Lars is in fact he was a part of the jury, so it was a picture for him. Now he has left. So, but anyhow, and that year also one of the winners was of course a former scientist at DTU, Anders Permin. And in fact also I was looking at those 3 cases that was the winning that year. 2 of them are very successful, growing startup. Café Bueno, place central Copenhagen. Lyras in the middle, creating cold pasteurization. I'm not a scientist, but also they are growing very fast. But that also tells a little bit about the time, because 2016 they were already ready to go into the market. But it takes some time, and for those 2 cases, it had taken like 4 or 5 years. But that's how also DTU take part in creating new SMEs. It's not only about SME activities, it's also to make innovation so they can grow and become a little bit bigger SMEs that also develop something together with the scientist. Okay. I will flip very fast because I found so many cases, and because of the time. I would not go into them. And I was actually trying to find a case for each part of the value chain that food and biocluster are covering. So not only the food sector, but new technique to improve and control the biogas production. That is very hot in the moment. Also, I got a project from a case called HP Now, producing hydrogen peroxide on site and replace chloride and pesticides in water pipelines. That is something that's growing very fast, this technology, around the world, because that's a huge problem. Also, another project where we are talking about food waste and how can we measure, how can we also use a new type of weight to control and give insight in the consumer preferences for taste, etc. So we can, take care that we don't produce too much food waste in this sector. We need to take action in that as well. And also, we are working with project also in the biotech or biorevolution sector. We are co-lead in this huge light tower project called Zealand Biosolution, and we take care of the innovation and also to build up new facilities, test facilities to start up and to scale up companies. And that is also a part that we are collaborating with DTU about. And I just saw the opportunity also to take this one, as well as I saw Charlotte a little bit earlier using this slide as well, because that's also a project that we have found at the market together with some companies that wanted to take action in this direction and develop something new product on basis of shellfish. But I've shown a lot of cases here to show the good collaboration, and all of them are example of good collaboration between SMEs and DTU. And the conclusion for my presentation, I would say, DTU are extremely good at collaboration. You are very good at building up relation. That's what we hear. So continue with that. We will appreciate that. and what also a conclusion is that what the company actually need is knowledge. Every time we talk with company, they need new knowledge that they don't have in the organization. So we have to find knowledge that complement the knowledge that they have already. But also we quite often see that startup and SME companies, they need more than knowledge and relation. They also need the network, they also need the market access, they also need finance, funding, investment capital, etc., etc. And actually, what I'm trying to say is that we would like to be a part of this winning collaboration as well, because I think we are to build up the ecosystem to generate and to find the project that fit into new science and create new best ideas and winning combination. That was more or less what I will talk about today. I hope you will join the rest of the day. I think I will, and thank you very much.